just to show you around a little bit. That's our gathering barn. That's my wife's barn. There's our house and garage, and the other white one there, that's the dog house and my wood barn. And someday that'll be my shop. It's kind of bare inside, still has part of the old barn inside. We just built it over top of there. This is a goat enclosure. It's not real big. That's what we're getting ready to expand. We don't really have a farm. It's only about 20 acres, half of which is wooded, and out back we have 10 acres of pasture that we're going to fence in. And so that's our project for the winter here. See if we can get that cleared. They're ready to come put fence in whenever I tell them. We're going to fence all that in. Then we can expand our farm to more than just a few goats and chickens. We want to raise some steers and maybe some pigs for food, and hopefully more goats. It didn't work out as well this fall. We think only maybe one of the three was bred. Nutmeg there, she got sick. We thought we were going to lose her, but with a little vet care and some hard prayers, she pulled through, so we were grateful for that. So that's Nutmeg there, the brown one facing me. Matilda's on the other side of the tree here. She's the one we're hoping got pregnant. Matilda! There you are. Lottie's the white one in the back. We've had her for quite a while. 2 years in a row she didn't take, so we're not sure she's gonna ever be a mom. But now she's a pet, so well, I guess we'll just hang out. She just gets to hang out with us. Her sister got pregnant last year, but we lost her during birth, her and her 3 babies. So that was our first experience trying to raise goats, and it was pretty disappointing and heartbreaking. So we're going to try again this year and pray for better results. So we can go in, eat some breakfast, then Ben and I will be out here and I'll show you what we're doing out back. Good morning, Lottie. What you doing, girl? Why, hello there. What are you guys doing? You being lazy this morning? Just soaking up some rays there, Lottie, huh? Oh, got an itch in your ear. Where's Matilda? Matilda! Matilda, oh, there you are. What you doing, girls, huh? What are you doing? You know, what are you up to? Just sitting around chewing cud? Yeah? What you doing? Oh, what you doing? How you doing? Huh? Everybody just sitting around being lazy? What a life, huh? How you doing? Oh. What was that all about? Stretching? You guys aren't very energetic this morning. Oh, who asked you? Mr. Rooster? Nobody asked you. All right, well, we got work to do. You missed morning already. No need to wake everybody up. That's a myth that a rooster crows in the morning, because they crow at night, they crow in the day. I don't know what they're crowing about. Which one are you? You Matilda or Nutmeg? Oh, there you both are. What are you guys doing? Huh? What are you chewing on? Huh? What do you want? What do you want in there? Get out of there. What are you doing in there, chickens? Huh? What are you doing in there? Got any eggs in there? Lottie, quit chewing on my leg. Quit chewing on my leg. Hmm? Why are you chewing on my leg? All right, well, we just come to check on the goats and the chickens. Now we're gonna head out on the poor man side by side. Go mark some trees we need to have somebody come take down. So we're getting ready to put the fence up down through here. What we're trying to fence in is this field back here. Goes down to the peak where that woods comes out. And down over the bank there, we got a bunch of work to do down there to cut through the woods too. But right here I come down, you can see a bunch of X's and stuff I put on trees. A bunch of them I can take down myself because I just fall them into the field, no big deal. But ones with a 0 around the X there, need to have a professional in. So we didn't even realize that this was part of our property. We thought it followed the field a little bit more, but when the surveyor came out, we figured out, oh, well, no sense putting the fence all the way in here. Might as well include everything because it's not really used land anyhow. So got to get a professional out here, cut some of these down, and we're going to just blaze through the woods here with our fence. And in the summer there's some shade for the cattle and so forth. So that's what we're working on. I took last week off thinking I could get most of this done. Like all my projects, they're a lot more in depth than what I originally figured. So we're going to work on that. Today me and Ben are going to work on the other corner on top side of the field here. I'll show you where we got to cut through those woods. So here we are at this corner of woods. That's where we already cleared a path down through there. You can see the barn up there in the distance. Fence is gonna come down through here. I'm standing on the property line here. So now we gotta go down through there. A couple little trees we gotta take down, nothing too big. Shouldn't be too bad. And when I have a chance, I'll rent a skid loader or a grapple and we can clean this wreck up. A lot of what they call black cherries, I guess. Makes great wood for the fireplace because it smells good when it burns. So we'll get that split up and use it for the fire pit and maybe see if somebody needs some for their fireplace. So that's what we're going to work on today. I don't know if you can see Ben in the distance down there. There's a big pile of lumber that we took down a couple years ago when we put our pool and barn up. I'm going to sort through that here when I have the skid loader and see if we can pick out some good stuff to take to the mill and get turned into lumber. And the rest will turn into firewood to feed our hungry outdoor wood stove. So we're gonna get to work for a couple hours. Sure wish the sun would come out. It's pretty cold, but you work hard enough, it ain't that cold. So this one here didn't work out according to plan. I cut it off the stump right there. I knew it was gonna get stuck in the fork of that tree, but I figured the top was small enough I could just use the tractor and pull it out. However, somehow or another I managed to balance it perfectly in there. And when I hook to either side and pull on it, it ain't going nowhere. So we'll have to get the tree guys to take it down piece by piece, or I'll have to rent another lift and get it out. But we'll see how things work out. But I'm not sure I could do that if I tried, but it sure worked out pretty good for not trying. Good morning, goaties. Good morning. What you coming running for? Are you happy to see us? Are you happy to see us? Good morning, Lottie, Nutmeg, Blossom. What are you guys doing this morning? Matilda, not Blossom. Blossom's no longer with us. Oh, the chickens come to say hi too. Do you guys think it's feeding time or what? Huh? Do you guys think it's feeding time? What's the matter, girls? Is it feeding time? Huh? Is it feeding time? What do you say? What do you say, Lottie? Everybody's hanging around me like they like me or something, but I think they're hungry. Are you hungry? Hmm? Are you hungry? All right, let's go find you some food. What are your food dishes laying all over the place for? Huh? What do you got your food dishes laying all over the place for? Was that you, Lottie? Lottie? Is that you? So here we are again. Yesterday, Ben and I worked at clearing a path here through the woods. That's where our fence is going to go, right up through there. And I'm going to get a skid load or a grapple and clean all this up here one of these weekends. But for now, we got the trees down. We got a couple stumps we got to remove. And then it kind of follows the property line out across here. We got to clean up this big pile of woods. And that part there is pretty well done. So you can see behind me here, the neighbor that owns this farm over here, he's been helping me. This is our kind of our property line here. A lot of trees you can see he's got stacked up out here. What he calls a sumac tree. The tree people call it a tree of heaven. I call it a tree from hell. I don't know. It's a Chinese tree. It's junk invasive species. So we're going down through there and cutting all them down, getting rid of that so we can grow some good Pennsylvania trees, clean out all the junk. There's another spotted lanternflies, a invasive bug, and they love that tree. So we're trying to get rid of all that, clean this up. And the neighbor like to put some chestnut trees or some stuff that's native to Pennsylvania. So we'll have to fence off some areas to get some good trees started, because the goats will eat anything that's below 6 foot that they can get their hold of. So we'll take care of that after we get the fence up. So now we're going to head down to the far side of the field. That fence row over there on the far side of the field has the same thing. I'm going to go through and cut out all these tree of heaven or whatever. Ben and I are going to work it out. We're just going to get them down, and when we get the skid load or a grapple, we'll get them all hooked up. So clean that up, and we got to cut through that woods a little bit for the fence, and then we'll be ready for the fencing, guys. Got some stumps we got to grind out, all this brush we got to clean up and burn or something. But that's what we're going to work on today. So here we are looking at the far side of our field. That's the woods up there that we were cutting through. Down here we got a clear path there where you see Ben coming with the tractor. We're going to go in there about 20 foot into the woods is where our property line is. A couple big trees I'm waiting on the professionals to come finish. But today we're going to work on this fence row here. This separates our property for the one below. And you see these little trees here. These are that sumac or tree of heaven. Got to clean all that up. And this was just really overgrown. Somebody had been taking the hay off this field for the last 5 years or so. We planted it trying to build up the soil and get it ready to graze. So it's the soil up here is not that great for Lancaster County. It's probably pretty good for most places, but for us it's kind of shaly. So we're kind of on top of the hill, so all the good soil goes downhill, so we're stuck with what's left over. So we're trying to build it up and get a good base there. So we're gonna get started on this and try to clean this up, and we're gonna put our fence right in here. But I like a path along the edge of the woods there that we can get through to mow and keep the brush down. So there comes Ben. He's got the rest of the tools.